Wasteland 2 takes place in Arizona. You did check where Arizona is? East of California? Yeah. I forget, both you guys are in the Europe area. You play a squad of desert rangers. I always imagine that in the end they join the NCR and then New Vegas begins, says Remingtons. Nice. Awesome, man. Can I talk to Edie? She probably just tells me about this room again.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL community.
Yeah, I already learned about
this.
this.
Allows lag-free communication.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Okay. So now that we completed a mission, will our crewmates actually want to talk to us now? Let's see. What time is it? 2:48. Okay.
Commander.
So we can get maybe like about another 45-ish minutes before I gotta go. Thoughts on the mission? I guess we could ask these two. What do you think of Garrus?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side.
Okay.
Anything else, Commander?
So not enough crew. Thoughts about the mission? Is this the Collector's mission?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
Can we actually have a conversation yet?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to
Okay,
say
good.
you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
So we could finally learn a little bit more about Jacob now, because before I asked him that, he didn't want to talk. But now that we actually did something, I guess that triggers it. Wasteland 1 inspired Fallout. Awesome. I'd ever get any games taking place in Spain? Well, I guess Blood and Wine sort of did. Spain. Don't be so formal, Jacob. Jeez.
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
I was gonna say formal.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file. Ex-Alliance like you, no Reapers or anything, but I got swept under the rug too. The more good you do, the less they want to admit that something needed doing.
Tell me about joining Cerberus.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't mind their methods? Because Cerberus was doing some bad stuff in Mass Effect 1.
You don't seem like a results-at-all-costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
Career highlights.
What was your proudest career moment?
Covered this, didn't we? It was after getting sidelined. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Why wasn't that reported?
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
You're still in top shape, though.
You look like you came through no worse for wear.
If nothing else, the Alliance trains their people well. Once you live that life, you can't sit around getting fat. You know how it goes. Although I bet Cerberus put you back together better than ever. Get any upgrades?
None needed.
I'm glad enough they restored me to stock. Couldn't hurt to keep some spare parts handy, though.
I hear that. Your job isn't getting any safer. You know, I used to wonder what the big deal with you was. But now that we're in deep, I'm glad it's not me in the spotlight.
There's no hiding, Jacob. Not for any of us.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Cool. Got some Paragon. Awesome. I guess we'll be talking to most of the crew before we go back down to Omega. Let's see if Joker's got anything new to say.
Hey, Commander, we got Garrus back. That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
What? How dare you say that? How dare you? We already asked about this. Did you say anything different about the squad?
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda. And expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Okay, so we already asked all that stuff. I'm assuming this is the same thing?
I assume everything is going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
Alright.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Joker, man, he's so good.
Yes, Shepard.
Is there anything new we can talk with Edie about?
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
I think we already asked all this stuff.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
That's
new.
all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Okay. Commander, turn your head. Look straight. Stop looking to the right. Please, sir. Remington says, Mike, is DeMonta by any chance a town in Arizona? Not that I've ever heard of. If that could be something that's in like northern Arizona, but I don't know. I don't know if that is a real place or not. Not Artizona, what the heck? No, I don't, it's not a real place. I just looked it up right now. It's not a real place. It's new, Kelly.
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that. But I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
I mean, I kind of liked it.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
How's the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do I want to chat?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do? Are you happy? Yeah, we already asked her all that. So we're
I
good.
better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I think Kelly is a romance option, I think.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Let's see. Unread messages. I like this option, like, in the game here. That's pretty cool. Also, I should probably mention this, like, some of the colors and things in your private terminal, or when you're doing you're buying stuff in the shops and stuff, my info panels on Twitch and my offline screen and my break screen were heavily inspired by Mass Effect 2, like the color scheme and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And now that I'm finally playing Mass Effect 2, I can actually say that, so that way it makes sense. You can see what I'm talking about with the sort of the layout here, and I think more so on the shop terminals, I think. Cerberus command request from Cerberus Command. Reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lorik, a nearby planet in the Fathar system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter, extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel that Eclipse may have collected. This is a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. Okay. Go ahead and mark that as read. Glad I didn't sign up, from John Whitston. Oh, was this the, like, underage kid that wanted to go on the Merc thing? We told him not to. He bought a gun for 50 credits. Like, that's gonna work, dude? Hey, Arya gave me this address. I think I met you at the Afterlife on Omega. You stopped me from joining up with those mercs who were trying to take out Archangel. I was so pissed off at you. I got blind drunk that night, and it was a few days later before I got it together enough to check the news vids and saw that almost all those mercs had gotten killed by Archangel. I don't know who you are or if you're out there or if you got out of there alive yourself, but thanks. I feel really stupid when I heard about the body count and how I could have been part of it. I'll make the most with what you did for me, John Winston. Or Whitson. Awesome. Okay, these are like DLC stuff. We already did the thing with Zaid. He's actually on the ship already. But what did this thing say? Reached an agreement with the veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus system. He's a bounty hunter. Man with his skills on your mission, so I've arranged him to join you. Okay. Alright, so we'll read these when we actually go and do those missions there. Cool. Rescue Operative. It's a side mission. Okay, let's go down.
What's this area of the
No.
This is the Combat Information
I
Center.
don't care.
Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and
Oh,
damage
Garrus
control
is here. Let's go
efforts.
talk to Garrus. Crew quarters. Alright. Where is Garrus Vicarian at? Let's stop by the crew quarters and see what these two people are talking about.
It's just too dangerous for them in New Canton. I'm shipping my family back to Earth.
You can afford that?
Cerberus looks out for their own. They're funding the transport for me.
It's the least they can do when we're putting our lives on the line.
That's it. Where's he at? Medical lab? Oh, we have to turn... We've got some quests that we need to turn in here. Well, at least one of them. Archangel datapad recovered. Datapad has been recovered while attempting to recruit Archangel. Oh, yeah, we have to go take this to Arya. Deliver the datapad to Arya. Okay, so we'll do that. Oh, yeah, we have to turn the couplings in to the engineering folks. And Saris Ice Brandy to Dr. Chakwas. So let's go deliver that to her right now since she's right here. Awesome. Oh, Doctor! Got your stuff for you.
How may I help you, Commander?
Got your brandy.
I have a present for you, Doc.
Saris Ice Brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now? You and me.
Let's do it.
You
Sure.
crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
Freaking with Grandma.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Why leave the Alliance? I think we've asked her this. Let's see what she says, though.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
You're lonely.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Wow, there is so many things that we can toast to. A toast to Joker, a toast to the Fallen, a toast to the Alliance, a toast to friends. I wonder if I should keep saying this option. I would say a toast to friends, but I want to see if this option does anything different. Like if it keeps the conversation going.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you. Shepard, our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
There's our toast. Let's do that. Let's toast to that.
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Everybody? I are drunk. Oh my god. Dude, she's so drunk she has to lay down. Oh man. That's awesome. We got drunk with the doctor and got some upgrades. Pretty cool. Alright. I think this is where Garrus is. Let's go talk to Garrus now. Monitoring station. Weapons, disruptor, torpedoes. At least when you find something new in the codex, it tells you what it is, without having to go and look up and see what it was.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here. The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
How to shoot. Garrus?
Shepard, need me for something?
Let's talk about this first. Normandy weapons.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Wait a minute, who told you about the collectors? I certainly haven't told you about that yet. Cerberus crew.
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite, anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Awesome. Can we just talk?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We're not with them? Say that.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
Dude, what? What happened to your squad?
What did your merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
You were a thug? I don't think he was.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Gangs must have hated you. Which obviously they did, because there was 3 gangs that were working together to take down Garrus.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
Tell me about your history, like what happened after the Normandy crashed, I guess?
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
After the Normandy was destroyed, most of us went our separate ways. CSEC asked me back, but I turned them down. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
How'd you get a group?
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Squad makeup?
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
Okay. What happened to you?
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
Another Turian. Sounds like a loyalty mission. Maybe he was a casualty? Give me the rundown.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Maybe he was a casualty?
Are you sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Alright, Sharinji, we'll see you next time, bud. Thanks for stopping by, man. See you later. Remington says, need Mass Effect spin-off where you play Garrus, bro. Dude, I'd be totally down for that. An interesting thing about Mass Effect is, like the Witcher series, there's like books in the Mass Effect universe, and there's comics. So that's pretty cool. I know that there's some stories that revolve around some of the characters. I know Garrus is one of them, which is kind of cool. Maybe I need to check those out and see like if I can read them anywhere, or do I have to buy them? Probably have to buy them, but it's pretty cool. Have you found him?
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
Dude, we'll make sure we go with you on that mission. You Paragon? A Turian named Sidonis. I can't wait to do that. That's gonna be fun. Okay, let's go talk to Miranda. See if she's got anything new there. Then we gotta go down to the engineering deck so we can give the engineers our upgrades.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Probably doesn't have anything new to say.
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
I'm not Cerberus.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
Why should I?
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me.
Huh?
He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
She has enhancements, obviously, because she can use biotics and a little bit of tech. A little bit of tech and biotic, actually. How angry was he?
How bad were the terms you and your father parted on?
Shots were fired.
Cerberus protection?
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
Cerberus appreciates you?
I assume that Cerberus approved of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
You're better than that.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
That's not what defines you.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me more about your father.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used.
It's the same thing.
By your father?
Maybe.
You are who you are,
The
Miranda.
difference is you were great before.
Your spirit
That's
and
kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Tell me about your mother.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Okay. Well, that's gonna lead to the same things that we've heard before, so I guess we're done here.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Dang, man. Okay, well, let's go down to